Hi everyone, welcome back to GBC Youth YouTube channel thing. Happy New Year! We are officially into 2021. This year has already seen so many things happen and we're only on day 6. We've been put into another lockdown! Woo! Now I'm sure none of you are really that excited about another lockdown. It means we can't go back to school, it means we can't go out and go shopping, it means we're stuck at home again. As we know, we are in this lockdown 3.0 and the government have told us it's about 6 weeks and then they'll think about lifting it again. So that's already better than last year. Last year when we were put into lockdown, it was just lockdown. We were just told for the foreseeable future. So this year, at least we have that 6 weeks mark to look forward to and hearing what's going to happen after that. Unfortunately, coming into a new year has not got rid of COVID, which I think all of us secretly hope for, or maybe not so secretly, but we all hope for. But unfortunately, it's still here and it's still in trouble. But the good news is that every day that we go into the new year, we are getting closer to a world without COVID and without restrictions and hugging again. I'm sure some of you miss hugging your friends. Just because we are in lockdown already, it doesn't mean that this year is ruined. Not at all. Over the next few weeks, you guys are going to have a bit more time on your hands. You are going to be doing less school, because although you're still doing it online, I'm sure it's not going to be a full day. You're going to be at home a lot, you can have later mornings and earlier bedtimes or later bedtimes, depending on what you would fancy. There's going to be a lot more time on our hands to do stuff. So I want to encourage you to make the most out of it. While you've got spare time on your hands, you can do so many different things. You can explore your village or your town, explore Gamlingay, see what is around, find something you've not ever seen before. FaceTime your friends. You know, we do weekly Zooms, we do them twice weekly at the moment, and you could do that with your own friends, not just youth group. You could FaceTime your friends every day or once a week or even once a month. You could start a new hobby. Maybe you really want to be able to do a push-up properly. Or maybe your new hobby will be sewing or painting or baking. You could start something new and try and teach yourself something. You could pray! We all like to pray. Praying is great, as you know. You could spend so much more time in prayer with God and giving your worries and your stresses and your excitements and the hopes that you've got over to Him. You could read the Bible, or even better, if you have been part of GBC Youth, you would have received a book for Christmas called Apply. You could go through that and start that and see where that takes you through reading the Bible and how to apply that to your life. Or you could just simply spend your time playing games, whether that's video games or actual proper games like Monopoly or cards. You could spend time doing fun things with your family, your siblings, your dogs. I'm sure you can teach dogs how to play games. That's got to be a thing, right? And although we are in lockdown again, and as annoying as it is, because we just want to get on with our lives, we need to know that we haven't gone backwards. Like I said earlier, every day that we live through is a day closer to a non-COVID world. We may be back in lockdown, we may have more COVID cases at the moment, but we're still moving forwards, we're still pushing on through and getting through this. A lot of people are saying that this lockdown is like one final push, that this is the final thing we need to be able to get over this virus and to be able to win this battle. So look at it that way. We don't know that for sure, but take that as a bit of encouragement. And it is so hard. It is so hard. You guys know that. We know that. It's not easy being stuck at home, not being able to see people, not being able to go about daily life. We have worries, we have anxieties, we have stresses over the virus getting us or getting someone that we know. And just the fact that life is not the same. It's not easy, but you are not alone. I love this analogy, I think I've shared it before, but I love this analogy of how we are all in the same storm. Close your eyes and imagine a picture of the vast sea in front of you. Now imagine putting thousands of boats on that sea. And then as you zoom into one of the boats, you realise that you're in one, and then the boat next to you is someone else and someone else. We're all on our separate boats, but in the same storm. We're all facing exactly the same thing. We're all having to go through lockdown, we're all having to go through the worries and the anxieties. But because we're in our own boat, we're all looking at it a bit differently. Some things are worry for some people and some things aren't as much of a worry for others. But you're not alone. We're with you, your family's with you, and best of all, God is still with us. Just because we've gone into another lockdown does not mean God is going to leave us or stop looking after us. He is still with us and He is still wanting to look after us, and I think that is truly incredible. Genesis chapter 28 verse 15 says, "I am with you and I will watch over you. I will not leave you until I have promised to do to you what I said." That's paraphrased. I'll put it on the screen exactly what it says. But it's God is telling us He is with us. He always has been and He always will be. He will not leave us no matter where we go. I hope that's been a bit of encouragement for you. Trust, we know that you can get through this. And we know that we are with you in this situation. And don't forget, if you want to do a bit of socialing, if you want to be a little bit social because maybe you're a bit bored of like just staying at home, seeing no one, we meet twice a week on a Monday and a Wednesday at 4:30. If you want to join us for that, it's all on Zoom by the way. If you want to join us for that, then email this email address just here, and I'll be sure to get out all the relevant forms and links to you. We'd love to see you there. I hope you guys have had a really good week in the new year, and I hope that this next week is really good. Can't wait to see you guys on Monday for Roblox and Zoom, and Wednesday for Energize, and next Sunday for another youth video. See you later. Bye.